Welcome to Legal Gangsta Justice Tech. Today, we are downloading some critical information directly to you, focusing on one of the most high-stress moments you can have, a traffic stop. Let's get right into it. So just imagine this for a second. You've been pulled over. The officer comes up to your window and then without even asking, they just reach out and open your car door. So the question is, can they do that? Is that legal, or did they just cross a major line? Let's start by talking about your rights. The best way to think about them is like a digital shield, a personal firewall that protects your private spaces. And yes, that absolutely includes your car from government intrusion.
Now, the source code for this shield is the Fourth Amendment. This is what's hardwired into our legal system to protect you from unreasonable searches and seizures by the government. And your car is one of the key places it applies.
Okay, so let's translate all that legal language into what it actually means for you on the road. The law says your car is a private space. Getting pulled over? That's technically a seizure. And an officer opening your door? That's a search. Every single one of those actions has to have a legal reason behind it.
And this is the part you really need to get. An officer opening your door isn't just them taking a quick peek inside. Legally speaking, that single action is considered a full-on search, and it demands real legal justification.
But are there loopholes? Are there times when an officer can get past that shield? Well, yes. Let's break down the 3 specific situations where the law essentially hands them a key to your car.
Think of these as the 3 master keys an officer might have. They are probable cause, officer safety, and a much rarer one called community caretaking. These are the only justifications they have.
So first up is probable cause. This is the big one. It basically means the officer can see or smell something that gives them a solid reason to believe a crime is in progress, like seeing drugs sitting on your passenger seat or getting a strong whiff of marijuana.
The second key is officer safety. Now, this one is about your actions. If you start making sketchy movements, hiding your hands, refusing to show them, or suddenly reaching under your seat, an officer can open that door to make sure you're not going for a weapon.
And it's not just about a vague gut feeling. A major Texas court case, State v. Duran, makes it clear. The officer has to point to specific, actual facts that made them concerned for their safety. It has to be something they can explain in court. And the last key, which you don't see very often, is community caretaking. This is for situations where an officer has a good reason to believe you're having a medical emergency or you need immediate help. In that case, their duty to help you can temporarily override your right to privacy. So let's make this super simple. Officer sees something illegal in plain sight, that's a lawful reason to open the door. But an officer just looking around because they feel like it with no real cause or threat, that, my friends, is an unlawful search. Plain and simple.
Okay, so now you have the knowledge. Let's load the next program, your tactical response. Think of this as your user manual for what to do if an officer opens your door without a good reason.
First, and this is the most important thing, stay calm. Do not physically resist them. Second, ask one simple, powerful question. Officer, am I free to go? Third, make a mental note of everything, badge number, car number, what they look like. You're going to use all that to challenge the search where it counts, in court.
And here's why that's so important. Under Texas law, there's a powerful rule. Any evidence found during an illegal search can't be used against you. It gets thrown out of court, period.
All right, let's run a quick diagnostic. Pop quiz. A driver is totally calm, totally compliant. Hands are on the steering wheel in plain sight. Can an officer open the door just to check things out?
The answer is a hard no. Absolutely not. With no probable cause and no specific safety threat, opening that door is an unreasonable search. It's illegal. Okay, let's try another scenario. An officer walks up to your car and smells a really strong odor of marijuana coming from inside. Can they open your door then? And the answer here is yes. The smell of marijuana is one of the clearest examples of what establishes probable cause. That smell just handed the officer one of those legal keys we talked about. All right, let's run the final summary and lock all this knowledge into your memory bank. These are the key takeaways you need to have ready at all times. So remember these 3 things. Number 1, your car door is protected by that Fourth Amendment firewall. Number 2, know those 3 exceptions by heart: probable cause, officer safety, and community caretaking. And number 3, if it happens, stay calm and get ready to assert your rights later. And this all comes back to our core belief here.
Legal Gangsta justice tech turns knowledge into power, and that power turns into freedom.
Speaking of freedom, look, if you have ever been arrested in Harris County, that means you have a criminal record. I want you to go to legalgangsta.com and see if you qualify to get it erased or sealed. It's free to check.
And if you do qualify, congratulations. Your next step is to get your 10-step guide to erase your Harris County criminal record. It's time to take your power back.